Hello, everybody! I'm not gonna do that voice again for a greeting. This is Sony Respiratory Flux. Call me Flux for short, or whatever you feel like calling me at the time. I really don't have much say in the matter, do I? In the last episode, we made our way through more of the Chozo ruins eventually, and picked up the charge beam, which is probably one of the more useful things we could have picked up right then, at least in my opinion, because I used it a lot. And anyway, in this episode we are going to go up and continue through more of the ruins, because that is the way we need to go. Now, later on you can just jump up that from there, I'm pretty sure, but for now we're gonna have to take the long way home. Take the long way home. Okay, I will not start singing. Well, I can't promise that, really. A little tunnel here. And these things are here waiting for us. Oh, and more of them? Okay. That's the thing. Now, we can't get up there yet, unfortunately. And more shriek bats. I don't know, I'm fairly happy about how this has been going so far. Can't get through there because there's a block in the way. Notice a lot of sandstone. And this route. Ignore the shriek bats. This kind of lock system, it's just the typical, there's a lock on the door, you need to find some way of removing it. Usually it means that there's a boss happening, and you have to kill the boss. Huh. Is it just me, or was that sound effect a little early? Can't go through there because that's flooded with toxic water. Lots of toxic water here. We're going to have to find some way of dealing with that soon enough. Just your regular shots actually have some limited homing capacity. Is an interesting thing about this game. Waterfall tunnel. Oh, you're somewhat ugly. Stone toad. Preys on creatures smaller than itself, vulnerable only from within. Able to remain still for days. Yeah. Anything? Yeah. So basically, don't get too close with your morph ball form yet. I say yet. Because, well, anyway. Going through here, and it's time for another boss. There's a lot of small, somewhat boss-like encounters early on in this game, and it's sort of weird. Fire. Fire! Incinerator drone. Programmed for high-temperature waste disposal. High risk of malfunction. Paternal power core is damaged. Minimal combat programming, but can defend itself if necessary. Burn. Intense heat blasts compensate for lack of battle prowess. Yeah. Basically what it's saying is, shoot this thing, and it'll malfunction, and burn that war wasp hive, which notably makes the wasps angry. Again, you can only scan these particular war wasps during this fight. So that's several easily missable scans right in this early part of the game. Now, because we've tipped the thing a little bit, it makes the... And you're gonna have to put up with the Wasp seat in this phase too. But tips the thing, makes it a little easier to dodge, I guess. Shooting the Wasps can get them out of your hair. But your real target is the drone in the middle. Shoot the thing enough times and it'll be done. I don't know. I haven't really had a whole lot of things to say other than just narrating exactly what I'm doing in the game, which can honestly get slightly boring to listen to, I would assume. So, yes, that explodes. And there's something for us to pick up in the middle. Morph ball bomb. What's this you say? Yes. Now we have bombs, we can defend ourselves in the morph ball form. In the morph ball form. Yes. Hold on. That looks like a power-up. I can... Even though it says warning because of toxic water, but even in morph ball form, you can't actually touch it, so... Hooray for game logic. Pick up the missile expansion that's hidden in the back of the room. Easy to miss if you don't know what you're doing. Health. And... roll out. Now, bombs not only can be used for defending yourselves, but for navigating puzzles and destroying things in the environment. Like bouncing yourself up to these tunnels that you've gone through. That door does not need a bomb, it just eventually will load. These things, if you got to them in morph ball form, they will basically inhale you. Yes, energy spike detected. Yes, we are going there, trust me. I really should turn that off, but I haven't had a chance to yet. But if you place a bomb when you're inside those things, it'll destroy them. Now, here's another scan. Bomb slots, basically, as they're called in later games. Basically, you pop up to them in ball form, drop a bomb, and it'll activate whatever machine it's attached to. And this drains the toxic water from this room. But it also starts a timer if you can hear that. So now we go to this machine, activate its bomb slot before the timer runs out. Good luck! And that raises some platforms. But timers are still going. So, make our way to said platforms and navigate through them. And find yet another bomb slot. Once we've powered on all three, more platforms raise, the door lock disappears, and the timers stop. That's pretty much it for this room. What say you we move along? That's a dead end right there. That's meant to trick you, it is. Anyway, we can move along from here. I heard shriek bats, but there aren't any in here. This here's the furnace. We're going up that way a little later on in the game, once we have the ability to. But for now, we are just gonna mosey along through here into the actual furnace part of the furnace. Yes, this is actually the if you can tell from the map, We're actually just inside the burner of the furnace, and the other path takes us to the actual room around the furnace. So that's somewhat amusing. But in here, it's worth your time because there's an energy tank. Since there's only 14 energy tanks in the game, it's worth your time to go out of your way for one. Now just bomb your way back up out of here before you burn to a crisp, which isn't actually going to happen because the furnace is not on. Thank goodness for that. Furnace. The furnace. I randomly felt like referencing that. I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's because his LPs of this game is his LP of this game is the only one I've really watched. I know there are other famous ones out there, but I haven't really felt like looking them up or anything like that. I just watch what I know. Anyway, along this way we can bomb these things now. Bombs can destroy sandstone. Note that for your future references. Since you came out this door, there's no shriek bats right there. Now this is a little tricky. You can do a double bomb jump, which is one way of getting up there. There's another way that's a little easier later on, but this is the earliest you can technically get this missile expansion. So anyway, while I'm trying to do this, I guess I'll just talk about things. It is the second day I've tried to record this. I recorded 3 episodes yesterday. And so far I feel like the new recording process has been going well. If I'm just gonna talk to you, should I use the weird voice or should I just talk? I feel like if I'm just talking, I should just be talking. Screw it. We'll come back for that later. It's only 5 missiles. Anyway, basically here we just jump down. You can save again if you want to. You can save if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Anyway. More whispers. Okay, that's how that worked out, sort of. And now that we have everything we need, we could technically go on to older parts of the thing and do stuff, but since we're right here, instead we are going to persist in our efforts of activating these runic symbols. Yes, fluid patterns analyzed, main source of toxins and ruins detected, and that is what we are going to go do. To the sun chamber. Sounds a little familiar because I went out of my way to go somewhere else first, isn't it? I guess we could have gone this way, except we can't really do everything there yet. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna hope that's already been activated. By the standards that it needs to be. That's been activated. It looks brighter than the other one. I hope my game isn't messed up because of my stupidity in activating it earlier. That would be an unfortunate turn of events, to say the least. Okay, now it's been activated. And now it is definitely on. Okay, moving on. But yeah, I feel like this has been going well so far. sandstone blocks we can break with bombs. And more wasps. Only the normal kind. They're not the red or the green ones. They're just plain yellow. Destroy the hive. Can't see where there's the other hives because I know there's more in the room. Now here you can actually scan the weeds around here. Venom weed. Now these are tangle weeds that will actually hurt you. They're basically red instead of yellow. All these color coding things. But just like with the regular tangleweed, firing a shot near them will make them retreat into the ground in fear, because they have no way of defending themselves. I feel like I missed something coming along up here, because I have two of the runes scanned, and here's a third. You found a rune stone. When is like the only time I ever played that game? I don't know. Don't mind me and my rambling on. Ramble home. Anyway. Yeah, if I'd been paying attention, I could have looked here and there's a rune like on the wall right next to you. But anyway, activating all four of those, and this time rather than making you scan a fifth thing, it just opens the gate. Oh, hello, cat. You're not going to bother me today. Well, maybe later and other things, but not during my recording session. You will not bother me, because you are just off on your own business, like usual. That's good, kitty, kitty. That's good. Blow this up with a bomb. And blow this up with a missile. All sorts of Swissberry stuff around today. And in here, 2 rooms to load this place. Something big is going to happen, maybe. You might think. You might say, even. And fully healed up, so let us go on. And the entrance is blocked by vines. And that's an ugly thing, isn't it? Flagra. This actually has 2 scans. Scan the tentacles that fill the channels, and then scan the actual thing. How none of that hit me, I am not sure. I'm not going to read the whole thing, because I know how to beat it. Basically, tip those mirrors back up to the not reflecting position, and it'll not get sunlight, and it'll be weakened, and you can go through and bomb the crap out of his butt. Basically. That was easy, you say? Well, it's not quite done yet. Now, 2 mirrors. I don't know why I'm using this voice. If I'm gonna use weird voices, I should probably like change it up a little bit. Or maybe I should just stop trying to imitate Patrick, because I'm not Patrick at all. I'm not nearly as good at voices. If you shoot him, it'll stun him, which is a good thing, because if you let him be, he's going to want to tip the mirrors back into position before you actually get them all up like this. So and he faints. Make sure he doesn't fall on you, because that could be uncomfortable. Bomb him again. And now for 3 mirrors. I think you can see where this is going. Okay then. Ow. You're starting to hurt me, sir. Sir? You're gonna have to get stunned again so I can not lose this phase. And there go your 3rd mirror. There go. Also, notice that each time you bomb a channel, it blows up. So you have to use all 4 of them rather than just using whichever one's closest to you on whatever occasion. Anyway, now, yes indeed, he's going to activate all 4 mirrors, and you're going to have to tip up all 4 mirrors for him. So, it doesn't really matter which way you go, just start where you are and go in a circle. Stun him when you need to. So, when he's not stunned, focus your fire on him rather than on the mirrors. A fully charged blast will knock the mirror all the way up. And quickly, yes. Channel's over there, he's gonna fall that way, so let's go this way. Quickly now, quickly now, quickly now. This is why it gets a little difficult, but not so difficult that it's actually can be called difficult. At least, oh. Yeah, we've killed you, you ugly plant thing. And that returns the water to not toxic form. So basically we just made the water water again. And, ooh, what's this? I'm not going to scan it because it doesn't really count for anything, and I want to leave the suspense a little. But yes, indeed. The various suit has been reacquired. Dangerous areas of heat are now accessible. Now, here's a little fun fact. If you try and walk around to the way you came in, there's still vines in front of the door. So you cannot actually go back this way, because the vines are impervious to your fire. Which is kinda lame. But since there is a way onwards, we shall go in the next episode. See you then. In the meantime, respond, vibrate, feedback, and resonate in the comments below. And tell me what you think about my videos. Be honest. Offer some criticism if you feel like there's criticism to be offered. Yeah. Ooh, fancy buttons. Anyway, I will see you next time.